Hey there, welcome to another episode of the Lazy Geckos.
I think as you wear bikinis from a certain brand, you should put a sticker on the cooler.
I agree.
We're almost across the Gulf Stream, headed back to the US.
You ready to take it down?
I don't want to sail back, but Calypso needs some upgrades.
Doesn't want to come off.
I'm going to grab the captain and get into details of what needs to be done.
So we sat down and we reassessed.
Ready? Let's do it. We're in the final stages of crossing the Gulf Stream between the Bahamas and the US. We've been in the Bahamas on a shakedown cruise, but it's time to get a few more repairs and upgrades done.
Hello, beautiful. Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
You're gonna put them on the cooler?
I'm gonna put one on there. One of the best. There's a few really good bikini brands. This is one of the best. I think their slogan's just good. The hashtag addicted, right?
Yeah.
How about...
Well,
Love it.
I think as you wear bikinis from a certain brand, you should put a sticker on the cooler.
I agree. I absolutely agree. I got 2 sheets of these.
You took a nice little photo shoot in those.
And I did some laying out. It's been a great, successful day.
To be honest, I'm a little bummed. I was having so much fun on the islands, but the captain made the call to head back. Calypso is in need of some important stuff, but we'll get into that in a few minutes.
Are you sad?
I am.
See the city over there. We're almost back.
I know the water's very blue. Can't see the bottom anymore.
Yeah. You ready to take it down?
The courtesy flag is a symbol of being checked into a country. That means our Bahamas flag needs to be lowered as we come into the U.S. waters.
You know what one we need to put up?
What?
Malibu strings.
Oh yeah, do you have that?
Yeah.
That's cool.
Doesn't want to come off.
You gotta push it, you gotta
I know.
use your palm. Well, there it is. The Bahamas flag's down because we're back. We're gonna check in with the Roam app, which basically you just do it right on the app with customs, and then we'll probably try to keep moving forward today on the ICW because storms are coming in, like big ones.
All right. I know you're gonna read that anyway, so.
Let's see it. Very nice. Good job, babe.
I will be sitting nice and snug at anchor tonight with my Malibu strings flag hoisted in a Malibu strings bikini. That'll make me feel better.
You look so tan.
Kiss that goodbye. The Bahamas. I don't know. It does me right.
It does.
You're tan too.
I don't see any tan lines.
We're a few hours out from making landfall. The seas are calm and Calypso is doing her thing. I figured it was a great time to grab the captain to go over some of the tasks that we need to get done once we get back.
What do you want me to say?
I want you to be real. You will hear us. We are headed in what direction? West right now.
No.
Actually. We're headed west.
Northwest.
Northwest. Jeremiah and I think collectively as a family, this has been the hardest time that we've gone out cruising out of the last 9 years. So we sat down and we reassessed, like, what's different. Obviously, the baby is a big part of it. But what's different, and then what can we improve to make it more enjoyable? Wouldn't you agree this has been...
Yeah, so it's been hard.
Yeah, it's been really
it's a
hard.
shakedown though, you know, so.
It's a shakedown since getting our major electrical upgrade and having a baby, and just as a family and how we're going to operate. And it was a rough shakedown. Jeremiah struggled with health stuff that's kind of appeared. Some like asthma, shortness of breath, that type of thing, panic, you know, which, yeah, it's all kind of appeared and it's very real and it's actual physical symptoms. So I think that kind of freaked him out a bit. We're going to look more into that. mistakes. You know, so that's a big part of it.
So we have a whole list of stuff that we have to do. But
Okay, so we went through and we're like, well, what has changed? Adding a baby has changed. What can we do? Because we constantly worry about her safety. So for us, we're like, well,
it's not just that, she's trying to kill herself all the time.
yes. So even getting her out of here and out of the cockpit area, which becomes very small when you're out there, and getting her on deck, our trampoline breaks. So it's like she's constantly going for that hole, for an example. So we're like, okay, we need to get to a point before we go long-term cruising where we don't need baby gates. We may keep them up, but we don't need to have them up for her safety. She understands, like, you need to sit down, this is dangerous. Right now, she's like, oh, it's dangerous, let me do it. So that was one thing. Jeremiah's health issues.
That worked out.
Yeah, we got to figure out a plan for that and a way to help him feel okay with this new health issue. More disability might help him.
Yeah.
But he is actually going to work on that stuff too. He has some new things to submit for all you veterans out there. And then what else? So also we kind of went through the boat from beginning to end and being like, what do we need to fix in order to make it easier out here for us? And I'll give you our list that we came up with really quick. The water maker. Huge. You need it to survive. You need water.
It shit itself again.
Yes.
And it was like, it just...
Honey, we don't need to get into it. We just need a new water maker situation. We need to get our second water maker up and running, which is a great water maker, but we left without the membranes. That's on us. All the normal stuff like bottom paint, cutlass bearings, easy stuff that's just maintenance. But for major stuff, we need a water maker. We need our life raft situation worked out. It takes up a whole compartment, and that makes it really hard on Jeremiah getting to the tools and stuff because it's in our hat.
Yeah, in a lazaret, this is like a plague because you have a bag when they're expensive, then you got to get it recertified every 2 or 3 years. That's like over $1,000, but you don't want to spend $1,000 in the bag, so we were forced basically we're gonna have to buy another one.
We need to take care of that. It's a stress and it's weighing on us.
Yeah.
Baby gates need to not be needed. We will probably keep them up just in case, but we need Bryn to be a little older. And we need our solar pumped up so we can run AC. That really helps Jeremiah when he feels the shortness of breath.
The heat's what kicked off my shortness of breath stuff.
Yeah, when it's hot, it kind of just sends him down a spiral, and it's been really hot. So getting the solar worked out, we have enough so he doesn't have to worry about batteries getting low, although our cruising friend just told us sometimes his batteries get down to 0%. I told Jeremiah if that was the case,
no, he says down near 0.
Down near 0. If that was Jeremiah, he'd be down there hugging his batteries, peeled over on him, like, please work.
I think the lowest we've gotten him is 31. But
so,
yeah, we have a really thick bank, so that's good.
Yeah, we got like 4 major things that
we knew the solar was an issue.
Yeah, and we're gonna get that taken care of. We'll haul out and do all our normal routine bottom paint, cutlass, all that normal stuff, which just comes with it, really. But I think, and then that'll allow Bryn to grow just a little bit more. When they're at this age, even 3 to 6 months makes all the world of a difference. So
I'll tell you, Reese has been a big help, though.
Reese is huge. I don't know how we do without him.
Yeah, like when we're anchoring, whatever, Brittany needs to come out there for whatever reason. We both need to be there. Reese jumps right in and takes care of Brittany. That's been really good.
He's really stepped it up. This is...
Oh, she's gonna cry. Your little boy, I know, he's such a little man now.
Oh, it's okay, baby.
It's allowed him to grow, you know, and to find a place and take on more responsibility.
He's a good boy.
Which is good. So, I see his ground turning upside down.
Yeah, because we're only 15 miles from land.
We are moving rather fast.
Oh, yeah.
We were supposed to get there at like 5:30, but we knew the Gulf Stream would kick in, so now our
We didn't
estimated
know how
time...
much, though.
Can you stop getting me off?
Sorry.
They can't understand both of us. So now we're arriving at like 1 p.m. And I think we could throw down the anchor and then go offshore tomorrow morning, but we can't really sit still. There are thunderstorms rolling in and out, so I think we're going to take this opportunity to kind of truck up the ICW a little bit. You see how I didn't say down?
Yeah, that was good. Dang.
Only took you 10 years of correcting me.
Yeah, 15 years.
So I am listening in small increments.
Well, like this 15 years learn something.
So we're going to go up the ICW and find a nice non-rolly anchorage.
Yeah.
Dude.
That'd be nice. Last night's anchorage was rough.
How
Actually, the last 2 nights.
it is crucial to have good night's sleeps out here when you're making such long, exhausting hops, and I haven't had one in 2 nights.
Yeah.
But
Sorry.
it's all right. One of the more frustrating things about this whole thing is I set up this toddler bed multiple times a day. So in the morning I take it down out of her room and I move it into our room because that's where we run the AC. It's a smaller unit because her room is attached to the main AC. It cools the whole boat, so it just makes more sense. And then before she goes to bed at night, I move it all back to her room. And I'm already dripping sweat from cooking and everything else, so it's just crazy. I don't really sit down ever. Boom!
Yeah, how many of those stickers do you have?
Only 2!
Oh, okay.
Saw you wearing your shirt yesterday.
Yeah.
And I love those shark shorts you got. Hold on.
Nice. Yeah, look at that. That was ridiculous. It's huge.
Well, I'm smaller than you, honey. Actually, he's lost about 20 pounds out here. So this is his
I always
size.
do. It's
Yeah.
because of Dunkin' Donuts.
It's not Malibu String's fault.
No.
That is your size. You've just lost quite a bit of weight.
And that's it. Land ho, baby. We hope you've enjoyed season 13 of the Lazy Geckos. Season 14 of the Lazy Geckos is here. We'll be enjoying cocktails at Anchor soon enough. But first, Calypso is getting an overhaul. Don't worry, we'll make it fun to watch, and we'll get back to cruising soon. It all starts next week. Stay tuned. Want more? Check us out at lazygeckos.net. Remember, patrons can get complimentary access. You can also visit our Vimeo channel. The link is below. Don't forget to click subscribe to get all of the fun. See you next week.